David S. Jones was born in London. He served with the Household Cavalry in the Far East, Armoured Reconnaissance, 99 Gurkha Brigade and Mounted Squadron, Knightsbridge, London. Later, as a firefighter with the London Fire Brigade. But having spent the last 34 years living in the Portuguese Algarve, he has just published a new action-packed thriller, Trevelyan, in true James Bond style. It is a thriller with a difference.
I'm probably better well known for the Fireman Sam character, which I wrote many years ago, and then I found myself in London in the Chancery Lane safety deposit and silver vaults, and I visited the place and I was intrigued by everything I saw there, which was fantastic, and filled my head with many storylines, which I then developed and became a Trevelyan story.
What sort of book is it?
It's an action-packed thriller book that goes into many locations. There are many strong characters that Nick Trevelyan meets on his way through, and he gets to meet women, because that's what happens. It's a James Bond type thriller, and it is a thriller. Nick Trevelyan is really a lovable rogue. He has been asked to resign his commission from the British Army. It's a little unfair, but he has to do that. He then goes on to create, which is really a perfect crime, and he becomes rather rich from the proceeds from the crime, and then is made to join the MI6, where he becomes a very special agent.
The British government now has a lethal recruit in Agent Nick Trevelyan, but the path that has led him to this point has been thorny and studded with bizarre adventures. And what about the settings?
The Trevelyan stories are set in various locations, starting in Sandhurst, where he's an army officer, and then moving on to Portugal, to the village of Praia da Luz, which is on the Algarve. He then goes back to London, but he moves on from London to New York and other locations.
What is so special about this book? Why would anyone want to read it?
The book is a very good read. It will keep you enthralled. You'll meet a lot of characters. It's different. It isn't like most thrillers and novels. There's a lot of very interesting stuff in there, and I don't think it's the sort of book you're going to put down too quickly.
David is in the final stages of writing the first of many sequels to the adventures of the extraordinary group of characters he has created.
Move over, James Bond. Nick Trevelyan has arrived.